Welcome to another episode of the Lobang Boys.
Yes, the Lords of
The
Lobang.
Lords of Lobangs.
That
brought
was
to you
an
by the
inaudible fart.
Yeah.
I
what
put my
means it's
microphone down to my ass, but the
It's-
the fart was silent.
silent
Yeah.
but deadly, bro.
Yeah,
I can't smell.
I can't smell
I
anything.
don't know.
Your nose is stuffed.
I know one thing, how dangerous Yishun is.
Ah yes. Usually after all that time being out of the limelight, right?
Right.
We start the new year off with a bang,
Right.
Yeah.
with the cutting edge.
Cutting
news,
edge, right.
Yeah. So
But
it
cutting
should-
edge, you mean a guy with a knife?
Yes. How else do we make our way into the news but by these stories? I right now I'm convinced,
Yeah.
right? Motherships or the news agencies send people just to wait in Yishun for something to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what were the odds? Like out of nowhere you have this 42-year-old man holding a 60-year-old woman hostage. And when you look at the situation, the woman is still holding her umbrella.
Yeah.
Like, that day, right, she expected rain.
Yeah.
Instead, she was taken hostage.
She didn't expect to be
Instead,
taken
she got a
hostage.
knife.
Like, look
Yeah.
at that. Like, the twist. She came out and was like, ooh, it's a stormy day today. I think it's going to rain. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I was wrong. I should have brought out, I should have worn a scarf.
Right.
And
You
she
know-
was.
And she was wearing.
She was wearing.
She was wearing a
No,
hijab.
I should be, like, wearing something else. I mean, I don't know. How do you, she should have not taken that route, lah, basically.
Right.
I don't know the full story.
There's not much that's being known. Like we
Not
don't know
much.
why the guy did it,
Like,
how he found his victim.
was she just nearby?
Apparently, the victim and the
They don't know each
and the
other.
guy they don't know each
Yeah.
other. So
He might have been, I'm not sure if he's drunk.
he might be on a lot of things.
He might have
Intelligence is none of it.
been a lot, you know,
Most likely, loads of substances.
Yeah.
probably lah.
Might be fentanyl and crystal meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think crystal meth lah.
A popular
Yeah.
speculation is that he panicked somehow. Like he got drunk
Yeah.
and maybe he panicked in the sense like somebody was getting rowdy and someone called the police on him and he panicked, so he took a knife, found the nearest person he could find, and he saw this lady with an umbrella and it's like, she looks dangerous enough.
Maybe it was raining and then he's like, can you lend, like, can we share the umbrella?
And it looks kind of dry.
And then she was like, fuck no.
in
was like,
the-
"Hey, Why, you racist ah?
No, she was saying, tamo.
Yeah.
The guy's Indian, right?
The guy
Was he
is-
Indian or Malay?
The guy looks Bangladeshi.
Bangladeshi, yeah.
That
Yeah.
means Indian.
Then she's like, no. And I said, hey, why? You think I'm Indian, is it? They take out a knife. Fuck you, man. Then she's
Oh,
like,
we actually have another one that we totally forgot about. The guy at Cheers.
Oh yeah. No, that one
Yeah.
also became. We can cover him right after this one because
yeah.
I would like to point out that this guy had a knife at this lady's throat.
And this was in the morning, right?
It
If
was
I'm
in
not
the
wrong.
morning, but who
Yeah.
came to respond? It's the ERT. Remember last time we talked about the recruitment, SPF recruitment.
Oh,
the
shit.
That's
With the
her.
cute chick.
Yes, this
Fuck.
is the ERT. They came with submachine guns and vests
Wow.
against
For a
him.
guy with a knife.
Yeah.
Knife.
Hey,
Fully
I've
prepared,
been
bro.
playing a lot of COD. I can get a headshot pretty good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yet nothing was fired. In
Not
fact,
if they brought the girl.
yes.
Oh.
I do.
Then the guy will disarm immediately.
The best thing is how did they get him? I think someone walked up behind him and then we looked like, oh, then his knife was like, and then they.
I think they were negotiating with him the moment he dropped his arm or something. Like someone
Yeah,
came
then
up
they
behind
went
him
in,
and
yeah.
and
The
took
thing
him
is, I
down.
wonder what he what
They
what
could
was
have,
the demand.
they could have negotiated with him. Like, if they brought that female officer,
Yeah.
like, you can bring her on a hitch ride. To know more about hitch rides, check us out on Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Lords of Lobang.
Yeah.
Breaking Wind, special episode.
Oh, but
Discussing
Only one.
about hitch
Only
rides.
$1 a month.
Yes.
Very cheap. Very cheap.
Very cheap.
And apparently one of the passerby like jumped in to help as well.
You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
see.
To
you can
to
see
pin him down.
You have officers there, and then you have this guy in shorts.
The
Yeah, I
the
saw that.
passerby might be a black belt in BJJ.
Or he might be an
Yeah, you know.
undercover cop.
Or maybe.
He could have been the one that called them.
And then after he pinned the guy down,
Or MP.
yeah, he pinned the guy down.
So
It's
I've
like, guys, here's my card to my gym.
Yeah.
Come for free training.
Or he was trained during NS and he never got to use it. So he's like, yeah, now let me use it.
I gotta show off my skill.
I'm thankful that I'm living in Yishun.
Yeah.
Oh, but there was another incident, right? I'm not sure if you guys read it. One guy went into a convenience store or like a neighborhood shop
Yeah.
and I think he wanted to buy alcohol or some shit like that, but he was like really drunk.
Right.
Then the shopkeeper or the shop owner refused to like serve him.
Right. Yeah.
So the fella came back and lit the fella on fire.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, with lighter fluid and
With,
stuff, right?
Yeah, with some accelerant,
Yeah.
which they did not disclose. I'm assuming there's lighter fluid.
Right.
I'm not sure if we covered it on our Breaking Wind.
I don't
or-
think we did, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the guy died.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Because when we read the news, the guy was in hospital,
He
right?
was in hospital. The guy died.
Oh shit. So it's murder, lah.
It's murder,
basically.
yeah. So now this fella is going to be charged with murder, or the next best thing, which will be manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Or
That
man
means he-
barbecue in this case.
He must have like a pail of like whatever of petroleum.
No,
or
I think a
something
little bit of lighter fluid is enough, man.
to squirt on a guy. And
Yeah,
then,
you
like,
you
that one-
fucking
that
squirt
one-
on the guy and just put a lighter in front, and then you are like
so that
like a
lights up
flamethrower.
and then just eats up the
Yeah.
rest of you lah.
right,
Yeah,
your
because-
clothes get caught on fire.
right.
Because here's the funny thing, we're flammable as well.
Yeah.
Like
No,
almost
imagine
as-
your clothes being soaked in the lighter fluid,
Right,
and then the fella lights you on fire, and then you're going to be burning
right.
together with your clothes with
We-
the lighter fluid.
Yeah.
I see.
Now we might not even need lighter fluid. We
Couldn't he just have taken off his clothes?
Yeah,
I
but
get-
we don't know like how much of that accelerant was
Yeah.
like
Was splashed on him.
was splashed on
yeah.
him lah.
maybe
True.
a lot. Then he was
Fucking
in
on the
pain
skin
already.
means you take out clothes, no use.
That's true.
The other thing is that recently also power bank caught fire
On a scoot flight.
On a scoot flight.
Wow.
Yeah, it just took off from towards Taiwan and like 2 people injured.
Wow. Like they were carrying the power bank.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Not
right now you
carrying lah. I think even if you like put it in your bag or
Yeah,
whatever,
it
then
just-
it just started smoking
just
and then
started
caught fire.
smoking. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
Yeah.
right now I think
That's why I don't use Samsung phones. Fucking Samsung phones exploded
this was the power
while
bank.
while they were charging it.
This
Also,
was the power bank.
yeah,
Okay.
but this
This
is
power
power
bank
bank, lah,
was
but
from-
I'm just saying lah.
This power bank is probably from
Stay
from-
safe.
Yeah.
Use
Imagine
Apple.
imagine you're on a honeymoon going to like fucking Maldives, and then some fucking guy with a China-made power bank like caught fire and then you have to
No,
land.
but you see, that's why there's a class
Fucking hell.
difference.
Right.
If you fly to the Maldives, you're
Fly
usually
private.
flying SQ.
Oh, right. Do they ban power banks on the
No,
flight?
you're not supposed to. That's why they don't want you to check in your power bank.
Yes.
You don't check in your power banks.
No, you're
carry
supposed
with
to check in your power bank.
No, you check
Not
in
supposed
about
to
Just check
carry
in.
on.
Not supposed to carry on, man.
But what if it
They,
lights?
they
what,
usually don't want you to do it.
but what if it
But you
lights?
can do it lah. It's
What?
not a restricted item.
But what if it
No,
catches fire in the
That's
fucking luggage?
that's what I was
No,
saying.
but the you see the thing is that I've not flown Scoot in a long time lah, but like SQ, Emirates, Etihad, Qatar and all,
Yeah.
they have charging ports on at your seat, so you don't need a power bank.
Oh, I see. They don't want you to use a power bank on the plane
No, that-
because
Yeah,
it might.
So power banks are allowed on planes in carry-on bags only. You can't put it in your carry-on. You can't put it in your check-in bag.
okay.
Yeah, no, because
but the thing
because
is
of,
that
I think they're
it's-
worried about this because if it does catch
But this
fire
fellow
in
was-
the cargo, right, the whole
They-
plane goes.
but this
Oh.
this person was using it on the plane,
I
right?
think so.
and then it fucking went
Yeah.
off lah.
Should
Yeah.
be.
So
Should be.
usually
That
power
is
banks
on-
just don't explode by itself lah.
Yeah. You're not supposed
And
to
I
use
don't
it.
think you're going to check in something while like charging
Yeah.
and then
So-
you check in.
Yeah,
your
that's
power
true.
bank is supposed to be in your carry-on, but it's supposed to be in the overhead compartment. You're not supposed to use it to charge your phone, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think you're supposed they
have outlets.
They have outlets, so you
Right.
should just charge there.
Yeah.
So this one caught fire on the plane.
And two people were injured.
Well, yeah, will burn lah, little bit. You know,
So,
not like the lighter fluid guy lah.
yeah, they weren't scalded lah.
Yeah, that would be quite impressive, and I don't think the plane. Okay,
Did they
Impressive.
mention the brand of the power bank so that we don't buy it?
By impressive, you mean dead.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken.
Yes, and the Cheers one happened a week ago, maybe.
On New Year's Day.
Yeah, it was actually big news. Like
Right.
because the guy was filming the officers coming to question him.
So the guy filming is he's running the
He's
7-Eleven
The
store.
former Cheers employee.
Former.
Right.
Oh, they fired him. What? Why?
So okay, so apparently
Why?
he was
He
working
held his own. What? He spoke about what freedom of
Information Act.
whatever
Freedom of speech.
whatever nonsensical thing. I think he got lost. He doesn't know what country he's in, cause this altercation was actually not his doing.
Right.
So there was a previous customer that came in
Right.
and probably cursed him out because he was drunk.
Right.
And then maybe he called the police, or someone called the police.
It
and the
sounds like he called the police,
Yeah,
right?
and
Okay,
it
so
was-
according to him,
Mm,
he was standing outside and talking to an Angmo guy.
mm.
Right.
Then an Indian guy came towards him and like, hey, bro, you from Malaysia or China? And then this guy replied to him, you Bangladeshi, or something like that.
Right.
And that was where it all kicked off lah. So the Indian guy then said, oh, you fucking racist, I'm going to get you arrested and lock you up at Cantonment.
Right.
Then this guy was like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
yeah, yeah.
you threatening me,
Mm.
And then I think at this point, right, it's still not understood who called the cops. But
Right.
then the cops came.
So wait, the guy that picked the fight was like claiming that he was a police officer, right?
According
to
to this guy.
Yeah, because I could not find my way around the article. But
Yeah, it was
according to
really
according
poorly
to this
written.
guy, that guy claimed he was a police
The
officer.
Bangladeshi fella.
Yes, and then when
Right.
the police came finally down.
No, I
right,
think it's an Indian guy.
Mm.
Right.
And then he got offended once this fella,
Jesus.
once
we
this
go.
fella like asked him, are you Bangla?
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, then that fella got offended
was
and
claiming
then
it's
he
like,
said,
no,
oh, you
I'm-
fucking
I'm an-
racist.
I'm an
Right.
ex-police, like I'm a police officer, or I was a police officer. I don't
No,
know.
I think he just threatened him. He just
just
said, I will arrest you and send you to Cantonment lah.
Okay.
But this guy, this fella himself, has proven to be what we call quite
His TikTok username is called Confederate Ginger.
Yes.
Okay.
And he is the epitome of Kuai Lan. He's the kind of guy that you don't want to meet if you are like a government service agent, like the police officers lah. Because when they came in, the first thing they asked
Right.
was for his ID. And you know, in Singapore, like when they ask for your ID, just give lah.
Right.
You know, just give. Like what? We're not like other countries where IDs are optional. We all have an IC. So he was being like, oh, why do I need to give you my ID?
Mm.
And I'm like, once he said that, right?
Actually, once he said that, right, the rightful thing for the cops to do, right, was to cite the section that
Mm.
he later on requested.
Mm.
Right? You cite the section, right? That is when you have done your job, right,
Mm.
to the T.
Yeah.
Right.
But then it
You
wasn't.
you have not fucked around. You have went by the book.
Right.
That is going to make you look good as well.
Right.
but I
But
think they were pissed.
a couple of the cops, right, they got really pissed.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think the guy's an NSF cop lah.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah.
He was showing his attitude from that point
Yeah.
onwards.
Or
And
the
it was
cop
all-
lah.
Yeah, it
The
was all,
cop.
it was that's what blew up on.
And that was from his body. That wasn't his body
From
camera.
this guy.
camera.
From the phone, right?
Yeah.
From the 7-Eleven employee. What's the fella's name? Do we know his name?
I don't think they disclosed his name.
Confederate
Right?
Ginger.
Confederate Ginger.
Let's just call him Con lah. Let's just call him Con.
Yeah.
CG
Con.
lah, yeah, Con.
Mr. Con.
Yeah, no. So the thing
So-
is that as a police officer, I would have loved to see him just smack the phone out of his hand. But
No, they can't do that.
Yeah,
lah.
They
They
can't do that, yeah.
they can't do that. They could have taken.
But they have their own
Also
body cam
can't do
as
that.
well. They have their own body cam as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but the
do.
body cam will never be released out in public unless
There's an
they
altercation.
want to clear their names.
Yeah.
Right.
They have their own agenda.
Yeah.
That for sure.
I think
yeah.
the last time I saw SPF release body cam, right, was a similar incident in Little India where one Indian fella was being even a bigger dick than this guy lah.
Right.
And SPF released a body cam to
Right.
counteract his video
Right.
because he claimed that they were being racist towards him. He did nothing, and then they surrounded him and arrested him.
Yeah.
Then when the SPF body cam came out, then people were like, "Oh fuck, this guy was like
This guy was like insulting the cops.
insulting them, then instigating them to come over."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Okay, you seem drunk.
Yeah.
Just like give me your ID, then we will talk to you after that."
Yeah.
Then he became hostile.
Yeah,
lah.
because usually the body cam is for internal.
At what
review.
point can you take out your taser and then fuck the guy up?
If he takes out a knife or
If
something.
he tries attacking you
Yeah.
or whatever lah.
Yeah.
Because there's you remember such a thing called rules of engagement.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
That. Well.
Now you have to learn it again once you enter
I bet some of those cops in those situations wish they were in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they could be like, he charged at me first, so I took out my gun.
Yeah.
And,
anyways,
and I
those-
pumped 3 rounds into his chest.
Those cameras are all internal ones.
Yeah.
So first they will review internally, and then only later on, I think it has to be requested by the They call a law or something to ask you to
Yeah.
release it, or
And
you
at that
can
point they
voluntarily
can't
release.
refuse lah. But
Yeah.
the
They
thing
can-
is that if you, as someone who's affected or whatever, request for it, right, you won't get it.
But in this
Right.
case, I think the cashier or whoever was running
Con.
the thing,
That guy
the
lah.
con,
The con, Mr. Con.
was being too. I mean,
He was
I-
being
I-
a dick lah, basically.
I've said it already. Like these police officers that are there, they may have been working 14 hours already. I mean, it might be the last 2 hours of their shift.
And-
it might
yeah.
not be an excuse, but you know.
And also, I think the fact that it was New Year's Day, right? It probably dealt with like hundreds of drunk
Yeah,
fucks.
but
lah.
that's definitely not an excuse.
it's
lah.
not an excuse.
Yeah,
lah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm
It's not an
saying
excuse.
that I
If you're
get
getting
it.
pissed off, right, then just don't engage with the fella.
Yeah.
Let the other two fellas engage lah. There's
Yeah.
one staff sergeant who is higher ranked than you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the Malay guy handle it.
Right.
And that was the guy who eventually like cited the section 65 and everything. Then the con guy kept quiet
right.
and gave the ID.
Right.
Right, but the hot-headed fella, right, was really pissed off already, and then he became super rude towards him.
Right.
But thankfully on
he
camera
was like-
he didn't reach for his gun.
Yeah.
He was like challenging him or some shit, right?
No,
Right.
It's just
no, like
just got
like
angry,
whatever
like
he
rude.
said, right?
Yeah.
He was damn condescending, damn rude.
Right.
Then I think
Because the
some-
guy who was like sniffling, right? So the fellow was like, I think you should wear a mask. You're having flu, right?
Oh, like kind of
Then he's like, oh, you doctor?
passive aggressive kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like.
Then he was like, you doctor?
The cop said to
The cop was like, you doctor?
Right.
Then
Right.
before that, when he asked for section, you lawyer?
Right.
like that's not how you handle things,
Yeah.
lah.
yeah.
So
After all, you are a government servant. You're a public servant.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
are there to keep us safe, not the other way around.
so yes, they
Yeah.
did not handle themselves very well, but in the
or that fella lah.
Yeah.
That fella
that
didn't.
particular because
Actually-
the other two cops were not that bad.
actually nobody. I mean, between the two of them, neither of them held themselves.
Right. Wait. So okay, let's assume that Mr. Con called the. Did he even call the cops?
Nobody knows.
Nobody
I-
knows.
Okay, even if you call the cops, right?
Yeah.
He did not cover himself in glory because he used like his employer, right, to do a lot of fucked up things. Like
Right.
when they switched the sign from open to close, right?
Told them, no,
they
no,
were
no,
like,
no.
you are the only one here. So if people keep coming in,
Mm,
we can't investigate
correct.
whatever
Mm.
is
Makes
like,
sense.
Right, makes sense, right? He immediately went up and switched it back and said that you have no rights to like close the outlet.
Right.
My boss will lose money.
Right.
Right? So he did that and then he was uncooperative. He didn't want to give the ID. Like even after they tell, right, he was still arguing. And then
Yeah.
eventually when like he really pushed them to the limits, then he gave the ID. Right? So he was like trying to push them. Then at the end, right, you realize that this fellow is not cooperative. If he called, right, then he defeated the purpose.
Yeah lah. So
Of-
I'm good.
of,
I
like,
have
calling
a feeling
and-
maybe it's the other guy that called the cops on him.
Maybe lah.
Maybe.
If the other guy called, right, even worse. You are disrupting their investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
You're being non-cooperative, right? Because someone complained against you.
Right.
And you are employed by Cheers. Who is Cheers owned by? By Fair Price Group. Fair Price Group is under which entity? NTUC.
Government
Yeah. So how would they support someone
Yeah.
who was non-cooperative with authorities?
For sure, no.
So exactly that was what happened. They fired him
Yeah.
and they said that Fair Price Group will never allow their employees to be non-cooperative. To cooperate with all authorities.
Yeah.
That was it.
And also, like, he had the gall to think that by posting this on TikTok, he would garner like.
He actually
Public-
said, "I'll make you go viral."
Oh yeah. But he backfired on him lah.
Yeah,
And
the
then he turned out to be an
cojones.
asshole.
This guy just thought like I don't know what mindset he was
Sounds
in.
like he's a drunk one.
Yeah.
He might be
Yeah.
drinking on the job.
Oh, he could
They
be.
should check the stores. Like, how
Give him
come
a breathalyzer
over
test
here
or something.
It says we sold this many, but it's like, I see that you were drinking.
Or maybe the whatever that the Indian fella said was true. He might be Malaysian. That's why.
Yeah.
Or from China.
Oh, from China.
Stubborn.
He doesn't sound like he's from China though.
Might be Malaysian lah.
Might be Malaysian.
Might be.
Yeah.
Might be lah. Maybe. What am I doing? This one. Might be lah.
Might be. Yeah.
I need my links. Otherwise, I won't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
No, but I think we have gone all local.
No, yeah.
It's time to
local is
go
in.
international.
We've got to go over.
It's time to take the
time
plane.
it's time to go regional.
Yeah. Take the boat, sail out into the open sea. see where the wind takes us.
But I've got one.
Where do we land?
I got
on
one
on
where-
whose shores do we land on?
I've got one where I don't know how our police officers will take lah.
Right.
When you have to go to a school
Uh-huh.
and then arrest a 6-year-old boy,
Oh, what did the boy do?
shot his teacher.
Damn, what did the teacher do?
I don't know.
Big
Yeah.
question.
I do not know. I saw school shooting and I just assumed there was a normal thing in America.
Yeah.
But then when I read who
The-
they arrested,
How did the kid,
Okay.
6-year-old, get his hands on the
Wait,
gun?
the first article I read on this incident, right,
Yeah.
was by Chinese Asia.
Yeah.
oh, is it?
And the wording, right, was 6-year-old shooting, 6-year-old teacher.
Teacher
And I
does.
was like, what?
6-year-old shooting, 6-year-old teacher.
No. So the headline is shooting.
Yeah.
And then like 6-year-old teacher shot. I was like, huh? Wait. What is going on here?
Shot by who? A 2-year-old?
And then I had to I had to like search like 6-year-old shooting, and then USA Today came out.
Yeah.
A 6-year-old shot the teacher in Virginia and all. And I was like,
Right.
fucking Channel News Asia of all places.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got it rectified by now lah.
Right.
Yeah,
they probably
better-
edit lah.
They better
Yeah.
do
Click the
it,
edit button.
So it was a
Someone
the-
definitely got fired.
Turn on Grammarly and then right click correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct speech.
Deliberate shooting, So
Wow.
that this kid actually brought a gun to school to
Right.
shoot this teacher.
Damn.
Yeah. Most likely because of nap time.
Hey, but
Ooh.
you think of it, right? How can a 6-year-old handle a gun?
Probably learn from the parents.
Dude, a handgun is not that light.
That's also true.
Or maybe this is one of those 6-year-olds
What, a
that,
fucking 22
they-
caliber?
that
No lah, it's probably a small
Yeah.
9mm gun.
maybe they
No,
are
22
6-year-old.
caliber, the small one.
small one lah.
They are 6-year-old on paper, but when you look at them, they're like fully grown.
Yeah, I've seen like Facebook videos of like parents with like 10-year-old kids, 9-year-old kids with weapons training. So it's not
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not too
Weapon training.
yeah, but 6-year-olds they're tiny though.
Exactly.
Yeah. And why would there be weapons lying around at home that the kid can just like steal to
No,
school?
it was locked,
Still
but
at
then
school.
maybe the keys were accessible lah. I'm not
Keys.
sure lah. I'm not
But
sure.
it was Virginia lah.
Yeah,
So,
Virginia.
I mean, the South.
one of the southern states but
Yeah.
the thing is that what did the teacher do?
Yeah.
It doesn't
The
say.
the teacher is male or female, right?
Female.
Female teacher.
It
She
doesn't-
looks quite cute.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say. Maybe she what can I rejected his
Advances,
his
Advances.
apples,
Yeah.
and I just imagine being a police officer in that state.
Yeah.
That you have to go down there and it's like, oh shit, this is school
Wait, did
shooting.
is it fatal or not? Right? He shot her in the boobs.
wound shooting wounds, wounds teacher wounds.
Oh,
Abdomen.
wounds.
So
Abdomen wound. That's fine.
yeah,
That's okay. It's just a flesh wound, right?
unless you find out that the wound
Yeah.
was near the womb
Oh.
and she was expecting, then
Right.
that's murder.
Yeah.
Unless
If
this,
both of them die, I guess.
No, but then the kid can't be charged for murder lah.
yeah,
But what if she wanted an abortion and then this was free?
and it
And
was
she was
no.
like,
Then we find
Thank
out.
you, Chow.
Then we find out it was all staged.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the only way.
God brought you to me so that you can remove my kid, my
Yes.
child.
Abortion by murder. Wait, abortion by shooting? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this was not what I expected. School shooting, I actually glossed over the article when I
Yeah.
saw school shooting because it's common over there. It's become commonplace. Like you hear school shooting, US.
You didn't mention the gun, the weapon that he was
No.
carrying.
It's just the age. When I saw
Imagine-
that the shooter was 6 years old, I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh,
Imagine he brought an AK-47.
yeah.
And I was like, how do you handle the AK-47?
But
The
it just-
recoil.
It was just one shot.
Right.
One shot. And I'm not sure what he was thinking, lah, but yeah.
One shot in the belly. Yeah.
One
He
shot.
didn't follow up. Did the gun jam? You see, he should have proper training.
No, I think if once a kid discharged the first round, right?
Shock.
Fucking shock for sure. The recoil,
Yeah.
the sound.
Exactly. He has no proper training. He needs to be properly trained to handle a weapon. Was it hosted before, or did he just stuff it in his bag?
He most likely stuffed it in his bag, and then he probably taunted the teachers like, "You asked me to go sit in the
I
corner
want
one more
chocolate.
time.
No,
I'm
fuck
gonna
you, teacher.
shoot you." And it's like, "Oh yeah, with what? With this." Bang.
Yeah,
But you know what's a way to like combat all these kind of situations?
arm the teachers.
Arm the teachers.
Yeah, let there be a shootout in class.
In class.
Yeah,
Like you see the 6-year-old kid whip out a gun.
Yeah.
You immediately
right.
Yeah.
Hey, but if all the kids, the teacher will always be underarmed though compared to the kids. If all the kids have guns,
Well,
we need to give the teachers bulletproof vests
ah.
so they
Yes.
can survive.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
maybe no. Instead of giving them guns, give them bulletproof vests, because I
Or-
can't stand the idea of like, can you guys please shut the hell up? Then they are still talking. Bam! It
Or
shoots like
each classroom right has like a site on top. Like you enter right, then you see as you enter the door,
Yeah.
and then there's a classroom right where all the kids are seated,
Mm.
and then you have like a booth on top
Right.
where there's a guy seated there with a crossbow.
Ah.
And
I
then
see.
as soon as any kid whips out a weapon, or if he suspects that a kid is going to whip out, right?
Yeah.
okay, maybe. Oh,
I was
no,
thinking that they should have a gun safe, but in order to open the gun safe, they have to key in like they answer a math question.
what?
So they, in order to shoot the teacher that they hate, they still have to study and,
And
to
it's
know their answers.
And it's America. Most kids are not going to be able to answer the question.
only the
Yeah.
smart one gets to complete the job,
Yeah.
right?
Or
Yeah.
just equip
That's how you do it.
equip teachers with bulletproof vests and an in-ear communication
Yeah.
device. Save money, because you see it's too expensive to put one guy in every classroom.
Yeah.
Hire one sniper.
No,
on
get the
outs-
Mexicans.
Hire-
And because the teacher is an adult, right?
yeah.
Give the teacher a bulletproof vest and maybe like a switchblade.
No,
So before the kid answers the question, the teacher can run there and then stab the kid.
No, the thing is that you
If the
hire,
teacher is fast.
you hire
Quite a number of the
you
teachers
hire
are
a
obese.
sniper.
Exactly.
One or two snipers. You put them on undisclosed locations near the school,
Right.
and then you have communicators like, kid in class, it's holding what? Then the guy just trains his gun on him.
Yeah.
Like,
But then it's unfair for the kid though. The kid will be losing because, the sniper can always
he
take out a
doesn't
kid
know.
fast.
it's like he doesn't
Right.
know. It's like, oh, safe. Then the sniper doesn't. He takes his hands
So
off the
the
trigger.
kid has to. This will eliminate lone wolves because you need to work together in a group. You have to distract the teacher, distract the sniper, throw a smoke bomb.
It builds teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. Then
Yeah.
someone has to open the safe. Hopefully
Yeah.
the smart one lah, who
And-
knows how to do math.
And by the narrative set by the US, right?
Yeah.
Every time something happens, right, it's always a lone wolf.
Mm.
Right.
So if you create a situation where you can't be a lone wolf, you are really going to prevent
Yeah.
such incidents from
Yeah.
happening.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Who are the perpetrators? Class 2B.
Mm.
All 30 kids.
Yeah. Just press the button, the whole thing is set.
Yeah.
Like on fire.
How did the kids get their hands on C4 and fucking frag grenades? I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Gotta find a way to classify.
Maybe you
them.
should call the FBI.
I mean, categorize them and classify them. That sounds almost like what you guys told me. The whole what climate thing?
Oh, okay, in Oxfordshire.
Oxfordshire, yeah.
Yeah,
What
the
was
council.
this thing? The first time I ever heard it is when you guys told me, and that's just quite shocking. You're saying now they want a climate climate quarantine?
A climate lockdown.
Climate lockdown.
Yes.
Explain.
Yeah. So I think the county of Oxfordshire in the UK just released like a statement saying that by 2024 they want to start with climate lockdowns to
Like
reduce
their
the
pilot
carbon
program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
to reduce carbon footprint in the Oxfordshire county lah. It's a new program that they're adopting. So they're going to like split the county into grids, and then if you're in one grid, you can't travel to the next grid unless you have like a special appointment or you get like a approval from the government or from the state or county.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
ultimately going to be linked up, lah. So
But
If-
this is only in the UK. Or
no,
are they
this
gonna,
particular county.
Yeah, particular
Okay.
county. in the
So
UK.
it's like somewhat like they are the guinea pigs, lah. But
Mhm.
they are willing to do it because Oxfordshire is a university like town, lah. Right?
yeah.
So you have all the different colleges of Oxford University there, right? So and loads of nice like farmhouses,
Yeah.
right? So the rich fucks are living there
Yeah.
with nice farmland and like a nice farmhouse and everything. So what they want to do is like, okay, if you want to travel within, I think it's still accepted. But once you're going to head out of our grid system,
Mm.
you need to fulfill certain categories of or certain check marks lah.
Yeah.
For example, you might need an EV.
Mm.
Your carbon credit or your carbon footprint should
Yeah.
be within a certain limit.
How do they calculate that though? Like
Oh, they can calculate everything right now. So if they know what are your utilities bill,
right.
right? So if you're paying your utilities, everything is monitored by them.
You can just like install like couple of like solar panels on your roof.
Yeah
and
lah.
then,
So
like-
installing solar panels should
Yeah.
increase your carbon credits lah.
But this
Mm,
this
yeah.
is true, or is this just a claim?
No, it's true.
It's true.
It's
There are talks
true?
already. Yeah.
Talks.
And apparently it's like close to being approved or some shit.
Yeah, it's a pilot program.
Yeah.
because I googled it, Oxford climate lockdown, Oxfordshire, right?
Mm.
And false climate lockdown claims in Oxford led to death threats. No plan for climate lockdown in Oxford City in England. Traffic
Wait,
plan in
wasn't that fucking on BBC?
I have no idea because
When
the,
we read it,
the county of Oxfordshire, England, which includes the city of Oxford, is imposing a climate lockdown that will confine residents to their neighbourhoods. AP assessment false. Oxfordshire has approved plan to put traffic filters on main roads.
fucking Associate Press, yes. All their fucking fact checks, right, are all false.
Well, I have this one in RMIT. No plan for RMIT University. No-
RMIT?
Yeah, I don't know why.
RMIT is in
Yeah.
Melbourne, right?
ADU. No plan for climate lockdown in Oxford City in England. What was claimed? English County and Council plans to enforce a climate lockdown in 2024, preventing residents from leaving their neighbourhoods.
So
Without-
so this is Farringdon Town Council.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking hell. Oxfordshire Council County Council approves climate action framework. Oh, this was 2020 though. Wait, why is this so old?
Because this sounds outrageous. Like they want to lock us down for climate. Like, nah. They want to lock them down. Sorry, not us.
Wait, let me find the.
Yeah. I mean, after the pandemic, I don't think anybody would be so inclined to be locked down again.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking at AP one. It's pretty interesting because they say that where is it?
So we have
Local leaders voted to try a new traffic reduction system in an effort to reduce congestion in the
we have a
country's namesake
situation
city.
now.
Some on social media have likened the scheme to stringent government policies, COVID-19 government policies.
Yep.
So the plan will control movements in the gated city, allowing only 100 car journeys in and out per car. And monitoring all movements.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see, right? This I'm not using your regular fucking browser.
Oxfordshire.
Using
Shire
DuckDuckGo.
No, I'm using Brave. Okay, so look at this.
We are working in partnership to reduce emissions across the county. On this page, then when you click on it, we can't acknowledge it anymore.
They removed it.
They removed it. Oh well, it could be a cover up.
Oh,
Could be a cover up.
right,
So I don't think they expected it to become like global news.
right.
And then once it became global news, it got removed. Then once it got removed, you can't find any piece of information anymore. Even the article that I think both of us read.
Yeah.
And then now all the fact checkers come out and say that there's no such thing.
BBC.com. False climate claim lockdown claims in Oxford lead to death threat. That's the one. BBC News. Help climate enforce residents are confused and local government receive ton of abuse and as a result. So that's why they removed it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah, but
interesting.
you see, Oxford, right? They already have a lot of plans. Oxford to zero and everything.
I'm guessing.
They have a 15-minute city club, which
There, they have the climate action plan. I found it.
Right.
There, 2022 to 2024.
But what does it say? Because right now it's this is going to happen in other parts of the country, because I don't think we're going to be the only city that will make the decision to limit traffic. Yeah, emissions. It could be traffic. So yeah. Thank God. Because otherwise it'd be ridiculous. Climate lockdowns.
Yeah, they have loads of shit. There, they have also a plan to promote.
Are you looking at 2020 climate change? Climate action?
No, this is 2022, 2024.
Oh shit, different one. Right, what is it?
Well, while you guys
Too
look
many
at-
things. They have loads of plans.
while you guys read on this kind of thing, I just want to
Yeah.
cover one more overseas thing. I don't know whether we covered this about the guy who peed on the lady.
Oh, there.
Oh, yeah. This one is not even international. This one is in mid-air.
Mid-air.
Yeah.
It's
which should concern everyone
yes.
because you're
Air
above
India.
the world.
Air India. So this guy is X.
Oh, this one-
now it's X.
Too long, lah. I need to save this shit first.
It's an ex-Wells Fargo VP arrested for allegedly urinating on an elderly woman. So I don't get
yeah.
how it's allegedly. Because if he's peeing on you,
It's not allegedly.
It's not like-
He is peeing on
so
me.
most likely it was indirectly peeing on her.
Right.
It's either he was seated beside her or
Yeah.
behind her, and then he started peeing.
But the thing is, her clothes were soaked in urine.
Yeah.
And she complained that to
Yeah, because see,
fellow
like
staff.
you're sitting down right now.
Yeah.
right? If he was behind her and he just peed down your seat, right, the back of your clothes would be covered. What? And she was sitting as it's getting a little bit warm and wet. And
Right.
it smells a little bit ammonious. There's like a lot of ammonia.
So she's
smell.
probably asleep then, I guess.
Probably lah. When she woke up it's called a rude awakening lah.
Right.
And the guy was like apparently drunk.
Right.
So
And he was the VP of the India
was of some US
Wells Fargo, right?
Yes. So the thing is that this article says that she's actually not pursuing anything against him,
Right.
even though he's in trouble.
Yeah.
She's actually pursuing action against the
Airline.
airline
Yeah.
because they didn't do enough to
They
protect
didn't
her.
like promote her seat and stuff. They gave her like
Something else.
Yeah.
They gave her pajamas to change into, and then at the point when they actually got the guy,
yeah.
they put them face to face, and like he cried and everything, and kind of like pressured her into forgiving him.
Right.
But they didn't do anything else to protect her. I mean,
She should
this
be
is
like.
after COVID. You know,
I think she
That's
deserves
pee.
to piss on him. I think she should piss on him. So you pee on me, I'm gonna pee on you. Lie down on the floor.
and someone should have videoed it,
Yeah.
and then it would be
I don't
online.
think I can do it though. If someone says, "Can you pee on me?" Can you?
Beer.
A lot of beer.
If you had a lot of beer,
Yeah.
and if someone says piss on him, and you were at the brink of it, it's like, you know what?
But but I get anxious though whenever I have to like pee in
Ex-
front of people.
With the way I'm feeling now, with the beer inside of me,
Yeah.
I'm
It might happen.
I'm sorry to say, if someone came in here with a gun and
Yeah.
asked me, it's like, pee on the floor, pee right now, like, just
Not in the studio. Not in the studio. Maybe in the dustbin.
yeah.
Maybe in the
I'll just-
dustbin.
I'll just go.
But I always have anxiety when it comes to peeing, like especially in like public restrooms.
Why?
You know, like with urinals that don't have like proper like, privacy shields from the person
Oh, you
peeing
mean
beside you.
beside you?
Yeah.
Or is it because you have this paranoia that the guy is looking over?
No, I don't know. I just feel very weird if I whip out a dick and then start peeing. You know, especially in like UK when like a lot of the public restrooms is just like one metal wall,
yeah,
like
yeah.
open urinal.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
fucking
No,
hell,
I
man.
get what you mean. It's like
Yeah.
go out there and you don't want to show off.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm-
want to show off.
I mean, you guys have one of the oldest countries in the world. Not oldest country, one of the biggest empires. You guys used to rule 1/3 of the world's population.
You can't build proper urinals.
Create proper urinals, man, with like fucking like not enclosures, but at least like a side panel
Yeah,
so
because
that
of the splashback, right? The
splashback, and also I don't want to look at another guy peeing. I don't want another guy look at my dick
you want him
peeing.
to accidentally pee on your shoes.
Almost happened a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because it's
Especially when-
it's a wall.
No, but just imagine how plastered was he
Yeah.
if he thought that, hey, The
I'm in the toilet.
urinals now they're everywhere. And then they got
Or
armrests.
maybe he was asleep because this is business class, so he was asleep. He's drunk. They said that he was drunk. So with the beer like right now,
Yeah.
and then he's like drunk, and then he's like having a dream. You
It's
know,
it was Air India.
Yeah.
So most likely they were like, "Sir, do you want some whiskey?
No. And then sometimes you have those dreams
Whiskey and soda, sir."
where you're
Whiskey?
peeing in your dream,
Yeah.
and then
But you're
and
you're
then
peeing in real life.
But in his dream, he's wondering, why does the urinal look like the back of a woman's head?
Yes. And then why am I
Why,
standing?
why is that? Is that cloth?
Yeah.
Why is that cloth?
And he has a double like another affliction where he
Yeah.
sleepwalks.
Right.
So in his dream, he is like going to somewhere to pee, and
Yeah.
then he walked like 2 steps,
Yeah.
turned, and started peeing. And she's sleeping as well. And then she's like, "Ooh, it's nice and warm now." And then she suddenly wake up and like, "Why am I wet?"
She's probably sleeping on the bed. She's in a jacuzzi, in like some resort,
Yeah.
having a nice relaxing bath or shower or
And
whatever
she's
it is.
confused. Like
Yeah.
I'm in business class.
Yeah.
No one should be peeing on me.
And then she wakes up like, what does that smell? A bit. What's that ammonia?
Why is it pungent?
Yeah. Why does it smell
And
ammonia?
why does it smell
What
like
the fuck?
alcohol? I
Yeah.
don't drink. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it hit quite hard. It's like this is business class. I mean, it's like economy class. I understand. We're so close to one another. I don't want to get out of my seat. I'm in the middle seat.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb this fella who's sleeping. I don't want to. I can go this way. Just go in front. Just stand up and go in front. I understand that lah. But this is business class. Like, you're separated by. I think most of them don't have the seat beside each other.
They should have, right? Business class. I'm poor fuck lah. I've never flown business before.
Yeah.
Have you flown business?
no.
Have you flown business?
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
walked past.
which SIA?
SQ, Qatar,
And
and
so-
Emirates.
So how would one
and Cathay.
how would one go about peeing on the other person?
Very hard.
Oh, this for work is it or?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
but Air India right has if I'm not wrong, their business class is like 222 configuration.
They might be partners.
No, they might have been placed together.
Right.
You could be onto something.
But was this like a domestic flight or an international
I
flight?
don't know.
International
But
flight, I
they
think.
could be in-
International flight should be 222.
They could be in cahoots.
No, he might be seated separately, right? And then he just went to the washroom. He did not piss at all.
So
He
you
came back and then he just pissed at a random lady
So-
in business.
could it be that he pissed on her seat and then she came back and sat on it
That could have happened.
because she said she was soaked? But you get what I mean, right? If someone is pissing on you, you would know. No matter how deep a sleep you're in, even in your dream,
It's
if
going to be warm.
Yeah, if it's in your dreams, right, you'll be like, suddenly, whoa, it's raining. Like, wow, and it smells. And then funny.
And there's just going to be a guy there
Exactly, and then this
with
rain
his
is
cock out.
this rain is so funny because usually rains are in droplets, but this one's
Yeah.
a stream. There's one stream, one direct stream. Like you wake up and like, whoa. So I don't get how he would pee on her. I'm guessing he peed on her seat.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that one clue is that they were saying business class was quite empty. Like so there were other available seats.
That's the case in India most of the
yeah.
time.
So he might have pissed on the seat while no one was around. I don't get
Could
how
have
that
happened. Could have happened.
But what happened next was they got the guy. He came to the lady and he apologized. He cried.
Or did he Did they make him apologize?
I think they made him apologize.
Yeah.
And he was crying, and I think the lady felt bad for him, so she didn't pursue much. And I think he offered to pay. He gave money to pay for
Yeah.
stuff.
But-
But the daughter returned the money.
Yeah. If she was flying on business,
They don't need
on
money.
an international flight, she doesn't need the cash.
Yes. And
Definitely, she doesn't.
the other
need
thing is that she doesn't usually get pissed on.
Mm.
She usually she's usually
She's
used
the one doing the pissing.
doing pissing.
Yeah.
As for the other article, I think we need to do a little bit more reading because of the controversy on
Over?
on whether or not they redacted
Okay.
the,
So the Reuters fact check, right?
mm,
They tried fact checking,
mm,
but they literally agreed to most of the shit that happened. that most of the whatever that was trying to be implemented, it was true.
It's true.
So they
So this is cover up.
the fact checking article, right, just said no false, but then went on to agree that most of it
Was traffic emissions.
was actually being implemented. So the Oxfordshire website took down their notice.
Right. Don't don't enter the wrong room, Sean.
And the link that I sent to you guys on Twitter, from Twitter,
Yeah.
was Katie Hopkins
Right.
reading out the notice.
Okay.
So, from what she read out, Reuters tried fact checking her, and they claimed that it was false. But then the fact checking article itself agreed on, or they accepted that most of the things were actually happening.
Wow.
So the headline, if someone were to just read the headline saying that, false claim, so you're like, they fact check false already.
Yeah.
Then you didn't read the thing.
Right.
So you didn't read the notice and you didn't read the fact checking article.
Yeah.
Then you don't know what the fuck is happening, but you have already seen false, and then you assume that it's false.
Right.
And the Oxfordshire Council removed the notice from the website.
So might they do a U-turn because they're having so much pushback about this?
Okay, so
Notice.
now if most people who didn't read the initial notice
Yeah.
for what they were going to do,
Yeah.
they will still have no clue what they wanted to do, unless
Right.
they go and dig and find,
Right.
right? So they're going to go on and say, no lah, they're not going to do it lah. It's a university town. What is that to do? But they were already planning to restrict vehicle movements inside the town.
Yeah. They have a certain cap, right, for vehicles coming in and out of the town or something. They want to create it. They want to make it like a walking or cycling town or something
Something
like that.
similar. Like we have done so in Singapore as well. So Connaught Drive previously used to have access for vehicles from multiple areas, right?
Connaught Drive. What is that?
Victoria Concert Hall, SCC,
Right.
and the site of the Parliament lah.
Yeah.
Now that one particular area where you come from, Fullerton, it's closed.
Okay.
So it's just walking. No cars can access that area.
I see.
Yeah, so it's really fucked up lah.
Right.
And that's one small part, but then it's eventually going to spread to other parts of Singapore, where there are going to be portions where you can't drive at all.
Right.
You're just going to be cycling or walking,
Right.
What?
all
Yeah.
in the name of climate action.
In Singapore?
But I think the Victoria there also they are looking, because they have a lot of concerts and gigs and shit happening, right? I think they want to have more walking space for people to walk to MRT and
There already is what?
fuck. So gassy, man.
He's lucky.
Jesus
he's
Christ.
lucky he's not at my age.
I-
where
Yeah.
stuff like
It
that
might be
could,
wet.
where stuff like that could lead to
Yeah.
accidents.
Climate change is
It's
gonna
not
come.
far away.
Climate change is gonna come down on me for releasing too much methane into the environment.
No, you
Yeah.
see all this shit, right? It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
How much methane is out in the environment?
It matters.
Once it comes out of your ass, right?
Yeah.
It's being diluted by the
How much can
atmosphere.
you produce? That's the thing.
Exactly,
You only
but
have
but
one-
whatever you produce,
you
right, it's
have
going to be diluted by
You
the
have
air.
one stomach. A cow has 4. So one cow produces a lot more than you. And yet that's still okay, right? Yeah.
I'm
It's
sure-
insignificant.
Have you ever stood behind a cow and tried to light its fart on fire?
No.
We should try one day.
No, I either want to milk the cow or I want to slaughter the cow
Yeah. Or
and have steaks.
if you're
yo.
really horny, or
You'd bring a couple of girls along.
I don't think anyone wants to fuck a cow lah.
yeah, maybe a donkey, I guess.
Yeah. That's why the
Don-
North Colombians have perfected their art of
Donkey sex.
donkey sex.
Which is the sexiest animal to have sex with? Well, that's a pretty good question, isn't it?
And that's a question that might get us into trouble.
No, that one you just put it on the comments.
Definitely,
Comment now.
definitely not any birds, lah.
No.
Yeah, birds would be too tough.
I wouldn't want anything with a beak.
Yeah, nah.
That's why I'm not too fond of
Wait,
Jews.
beak? You're not gonna fuck their mouth, right? Fuck their throat.
Or by by bird you mean a girl, right?
No, I mean actual.
You mean a lass.
I mean like an owl.
And
Woo! Or an eagle or bald eagle or
fucking
something.
bestial lust.
Yeah. You know what? This is the best like fuck you that the Taliban can do to America. Just grab a bald eagle and then fuck it in front of live television.
Why the bald eagle?
Because bald eagle.
Isn't a bald eagle a thing for the Iranians?
No, the American
American.
the bald eagle
Isn't
flag.
wait,
Oh, yeah, Zoroastrians.
I like how
Yeah.
you ask that thing, not that the fact that the bald eagle is endangered.
Well, they could. No.
Oh, I think the Zoroastrians are vultures. I'm sorry. Because they consider them like as part of nature, what?
Yeah.
Because Zoroastrians, they don't bury or burn the dead.
Right.
They eat
They
them.
leave them out for the vultures.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right. But I know they're endangered. That's why I say fuck it and not kill it. They're still alive after it, even though they might be scarred. But they're still alive. Yeah. Apparently, dolphins like vagina is very close to human beings.
I
That's
don't
what.
know why you know this.
That's why I read. Or that's why I heard.
Why are you reading this?
I'm not sure. I never put it to the test.
And I think you should never be sure.
Either that or bonobos, because bonobos and I think dolphins and like dolphins,
Sea
bonobos,
lions?
yeah, sea lions, are the one of only few creatures that actually have sex for pleasure. That's what I read as well. The rest of that,
But dolphins are quite funky lah, like because they have like a blowhole sex as well.
yeah. So I mean they're pretty much similar to human beings lah, I guess. You can't get it in the
Just
pussy.
that they love it when they're in the water lah.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
wait, they breathe through the blowhole. That means that's the nose,
Yeah.
So they're fucking someone in the nostril.
And that is usually the gay sex.
Yeah.
The gay dolphin sex, according to Ricky Gervais, is through the blowhole. lah.
According to Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, he had it on his stand-up special, where he was trying to prove that homosexuality is part of the
It's part
animal
of nature
kingdom.
lah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's part of
Penguins
nature.
do it.
Oh, he didn't highlight penguins.
Yeah, penguins do it, and I was wrong about bald eagles. They're not endangered. So go ahead.
Not injured anymore. They used to be at a
Yeah,
certain
just
point in time.
Go no.
But
My man is just go ahead.
But what happens if you come in the blowhole? That means coming to the someone's nostril.
Yeah,
Then won't the dolphin choke?
but they can blow out. Right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's what we call a comeback.
Like you've never seen like porn where the girl gargles the fucking cum, and then she can spit it out.
Right. Usually
She can swallow. She can choose what she wants to do with it.
if a girl managed to gargle my cum, that's a massive boost to me. That shows my load is massive. It's huge.
Or she might be salivating at the same time.
Yeah. Or maybe
I want you to
most
imagine. I want you just to imagine what you just said. So this is what happens. Everything all said and done.
yeah.
Oh, go.
Go.
And then what you supposed to do with it afterwards?
Huh? Swallow.
Spit, right? Oh, swallow. Do you spit out? Do you swallow your Listerine? No, you spit it
No,
out.
you spit it out.
Oh, is the girl meant to use his cum as Listerine?
Oh,
Facial mask.
that's why she has pearly whites.
Yeah, facial mask.
That's why she has pearly whites. I think the best way to gargle is definitely in the bukake session.
So you have multiple
Yeah.
multiple participants.
That's where you have multiple loads.
On
think-
that fucking note,
I think that would
we
Yeah.
have come to a treacherous end
Yeah.
of this podcast.
If you made it this far, then God bless your ears.
and hopefully you get a thick load onto yourself.
But always remember to like and share our podcast.
And Patreon.
Patreon, yeah, only $1 a month. So do check us out.
Patreon.com/LotsOfLoba.
All right. Ciao.
Ciao.